Hi, welcome back to West Coast Geeks. I'm your host, Joaquin. How we doing, people? Today's a short little video on the Dungeon 23 crave. So for those of you who don't know, it's a Mega Dungeon challenge for the year 2023. And the goal is to make a room a day, 7 days a week. And then you take, that's like a section, which I'll be showing you in a second, and then you take four of those sections, and that's your dungeon. So um, you can do a lot with these. So the goal is to have 12 levels of this ridiculous, huge mega dungeon. Like for those of you familiar with the first like TSR publication of a mega dungeon would be for those of you familiar with the Temple of Evil. And then you had after that, it was Under the Mountain. God, I can't remember the full name. Under Mountain. That was just ridiculous. It's like, if you played, which I have DM'd and been a player like a few times, or mostly DM'd, it was just something we did as a summer, and we just tried to go down as many levels as possible, and each level, whether I was a DM, or another person was playing a DM, we just kind of like gave like sections of the dungeon their own distinct personality, and there was no reason why all these creatures were down there in this gigantic like monster hotel. So don't, when you play like those type of mega dungeons, just that's the style. But 2023, you're going to want to put a little bit more thought into it, because that's what people expect now. So I'm going back to the original Dungeon Master's Guide here for Advanced D&D, and if you flip to the back, give me a second. Got my little notes right here. So as you can see right there, um, you can either do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I rolled a six-sided dice, and luckily I did roll six. So I didn't have to re-roll it. But I started off with 3. Now, what's cool about these and other sites that you can use is that I started doing like their random tables. So they have, I'm not sure if you're really going to be able to see that. So I'll just read it off. Continue straight, door, side passage, passage turns, chamber, stairs, dead end, trick or trap, and wandering monsters, which is pretty interesting. But they're helping you build this dungeon. You're going to fill it up anyway. So whether you want to have wandering monsters in this section, and then the doors, they have like left, right, ahead. They have side passages, passages with special passages, turns, chamber rooms, unusual sides. Unusual sides, number of exits, exit location, direction, treasure contained, treasure itself, treasure is guarded by, and treasure hidden by. So, putting that side right there. Most of the time, you roll a d20, and like I was saying, use a little pen here. I started off with the number 3, so I wrote down my little start, and then I built it. And because of the randomness right here, this is going to be corrected. So that's the other thing I'm doing. I'm just making a rough sketch of it first. Like I'm going to be designing it, and then at the end of the week, I'm going to be figuring out what this section is. So this is the start. So why is there this dungeon? That's the first one. So I got my little cue card here, and design a room a day. So first goal, should probably write it down. why this dungeon? And I'm going to be like asking and writing down more questions and talking with some other friends. But as soon as I get a theme, which is the second goal. Oops, sorry for all the wiggling and stuff. As soon as I get a theme, then I'm going to be able to determine the rooms more. Now, some of them I kind of have a vague idea, and other ones I just don't even know what I was doing. So I used some random charts, and then I kind of fed in some things on my own, but I wanted to get at least 7 rooms. So this is a room, and then when I finally do the final copy, these lines will be taken out. We got this room, and then it's going to go up. We've got 2 double doors going into that room. That goes off into a section. Here's a room. I don't even know what I was doing with this. It kind of hit into a dead end for me. So I'm just messing around. I might even just block the whole thing off. I don't know. That's why I kind of want to do a sketch first. Then it drops down into here. And then I've got a random passage that I haven't decided yet. That's when I determine the next set of 7 sections that will connect. I have this big room that connects. So I have more than 7 rooms. These are little alcoves or alcoves. Same thing with this. Don't know what I want to do with this. I think I wanted to make this into a prison room. And then I was thinking this would be the mess hall. So that's why it's so big. And then there's another door and a door. And then there's a secret door. But I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much what I did. I got this 5-star from Amazon. And I plan on using a 3-ring binder when I'm done. But for now, or maybe not. Like I'm pretty sure, like I'm still like figuring it out, if you can hear me. So this first page right here will be the legend. So I'm going to have like all the door symbols on the stairs, whatever I want to put right there. I'm going to put each section of this map. So I'm going to redo this, but it's going to be smaller, or it might even be the same size. And then I'm going to put my initial notes for each room right here. And then I'm going to do that 4 times and then skip down and then see if I can fit, all of these. Because I made it out to be like 10 squares so I can have like huge monsters or large monsters in there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put giants in there. Don't know if I want to. But if I do, I'm going to have to explain that part of the dungeon and how they got in. Because that's a lot of questions people asked. How did this get in here? Why is it here? So, maybe I won't have giants. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll expand this map even a little bit bigger. So there are a lot of other resources you can use. You can use old modules. You can use the current 5e stuff to just give you some inspiration, give you some tips on what you want to build. But I think it's a cool idea. I think it's a great exercise to help dungeon masters just design a mini dungeon. Like, you don't have to do the whole 12 levels, right? So you can design, or let me scratch that. You don't have to play all 12 levels, but excuse me, getting over this cold, people. But what you can do is take one of these sections that you have, or these 4 sections that make a level, and just make an adventure out of that. Like, this is just a dungeon you can stick in. So if you're ever short on some party members or something, or they go off in a different direction, which players are never known to do, never. At least you can like grab your book and be like, okay, cool. You come upon this this rock that's been moved, and it's like this big rock that's been moved, and you can see the shifting in the dirt. So, of course, players are going to be like investigation, all this, insight, And then you're going to be like, well, it looks like it's covering a hole or something. You don't know. And so eventually they're going to move the rock, and then there's going to be stairs leading down. So you can even have like a little man cover style, or doors that lead into the ground that they open up and they have to come through. Another one could be they just go into a cave, and in the cave, at the very end of the cave, are these stairways leading down. I'm going to do a little wrap up right here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment below. Are you going to participate in this? And what are you going to do? So hopefully next week I will have an idea of what my theme is. And so this is going to be an ongoing series. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this. And I'll talk to you my thought process of what I want to do. And leave a comment below if you think a particular theme you would like to see me do. And I'll do one level of that to show you how it can work. So with that, people, take care.